Hey! Here we go, boys. Welcome back to another crazy New World Wednesdays. Good evening, Tight.
What's going on?
Good evening, Nox.
Good evening. Hello.
I may seem a little bit out of breath. I know I'm unfit. I know I'm fit. Long story short, I live in an apartment block. I heard like this massive bang out the window, so I look out the window and someone had launched a fucking chair out the window. Some dude's looking up. I'm like, oh, did that come from above? So I go out running. I see the lift going down, so I run down 6 flights of stairs. And by the time I get there, the little shits had run away. So I ran back up, and now I'm sweaty, and we're ready for New World. So sorry to keep you waiting. That was on me. So tonight we are talking about the May update. So this was dropped on May the 12th, 2021. This has things like the new expeditions, player titles, housing, XP and leveling, new UI stuff, and lots more other cool things that we're going to try and talk about. But yeah, awesome to see you all. Look at that. I love it. I fucking love it. No, thanks for joining. How are you boys been? Good week? Good week, Tight?
Oh, class week. Unbelievable week. Best week.
Best week. Docs, working hard?
Yeah, no, I'll see back in the office now and having to deal with this fucking hot weather.
Any
sunbathing?
sunbathing?
I wish. Yeah, I don't have time for yeah, I'm as pale as anything, man.
So slightly off topic for this this week's episode. Have you had a chance to look through the Reekwater touring video yet? It literally dropped about 10-15 minutes ago, to be honest. So
yeah, honestly, no.
Play it. I want to see it.
Should we have a little watch before we get stuck into an update sesh? See if I can find it.
I think it's only right?
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find it. New World. Oh, I'm literally sweating. I can't believe I ran down the stairs. I was like I was ready to fight someone. I was like, you're disturbing my New World Wednesday. I'm coming for you.
I would have gone ballistic. I would have chased him halfway down the street and round Southampton at the same time. Oh, you little bastard.
It's one of Nazboz's guys trying to
infiltrating, man. All right, quick switch. Let's go. So just before we jump into the update, this is. Let me pause the background music. This is the touring video of Reekwater.
Today we travel to the boggy swamps of Reekwater, a lonely place haunted by treachery and death, and named for its pervasive, sickeningly sweet stench. Entering Reekwater from the west, you will stumble into Mosswater Bog, a dark, dank fishing village, home to some of the most
It looks so cool, man.
lost in Eternum. Inexperienced
Yeah, it
travelers
does.
accidentally
I quite like the whole,
should tread carefully,
like desolate look.
restless souls will tear an unwary wanderer limb.
For me, it had like that was it. Weaver's Fen. It has Weaver's Fen vibes to it, like the sort of foggy, boggy, misty feeling, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Weaver's Fen. It was like the like this, really.
Going there for oil.
Yeah.
From Lim. Head further east, and you'll arrive at the region's main settlement, Reekwater Hamlet. Those that have taken up residence in the region have built their homes high in the twisting trees.
Actually looks really cool.
And you'll need to keep a close eye on your map.
Bunch of
if
tree
you want
houses,
to safely
basically.
Navigate this labyrinth.
That's quite cool.
Take some respite from the harsh wastelands at the inn. Craft yourself some strong gear at the tool stations.
One thing I'd love, like moving forward, is that the stations and the inn, like the inn looks like it's been picked up out of another city and dropped in Reekwater and sailing across there.
Yeah.
I know that that's a lot of fucking work to do, but that would be really cool, like later down the line, that if it's all individual for each particular location.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be cool to see this place grow as you upgrade it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just read in chat. Let's crack on.
And when you're ready, head over to the town hall to see how you can help
Oh
out.
dear, reckless.
Edmund,
Jeez.
the music hub, is desperately seeking assistance for dealing with the Siren Queen, thought to be the source of Reekwater's unrelenting haunts.
Oh, look at this here. Look at these banners, man. This is our people. These
Look at
are
that
our
outfit.
people.
Look at that outfit, though.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I hope that they bring out things like this to wear. Like it's kind of like
it's
kind of boring in the sense of it's just an outfit, but it's like for us, for example, it's actually really cool.
I like his weapon. It's just like a giant anchor.
It's no Lord
Yeah.
Farquaad, is it? But it's
Yeah.
it's looking good.
You should give Onizaka's proposal some serious consideration before setting out, however. The
is
Siren
super
Queen
cool, man.
has set up her throne in the spire.
This has got to be. Let me just move that up slightly so you guys can see it. This looks like some sort of arena. Like maybe you get. This is where you'll fight the Siren Queen in here. Can you see like the?
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing in there. It's just sort of open land.
Are they all just like ship masts? That's pretty sick.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Of Melpomene, and you'll have to wade through an army
Melpomene.
of lost to reach her.
Yeah. It's gonna be epic,
To the
man.
south of the region, you'll find
This is
Reekwater
cool.
Fort,
This is really cool.
one of the most imposing and well-protected
That's
structures.
a lot of
in
effort
East
gone
Turner.
into this one.
Turrets line almost every wall of this place, and invading forces will need to make use of the plentiful cover if they want to get within shooting distance of it. But the rear of the fort
Oh, did he actually say that? Oh. My bad.
appears to have a few weak points that could be exploited by some intrepid.
It's like someone was talking to me and telling me to tell you these things, you know? This is what I was looking at earlier on, is that I don't remember any other war battle zones being on a downward hill. All of them have either been flat or slightly upwards. Can't read, can't listen. Absolutely, that's me. So yeah, this is the first one. I think this will be quite easy to siege, considering that you'll be high. You have the high ground.
Yeah, but you don't like that's the middle, right? You don't know what the left side looks like.
I mean, yeah, I'm happy to go through
Yeah,
the
how
gate.
far around will point A and C be?
It's true. You can see like
Be a
from
fun
the-
battle though.
yeah, to the right, you can see it looks quite far off. Having like a couple of the mortars or the repeaters up on these walls would be fantastic.
Attackers. If you're traveling the north,
think Apex wants me to read him a bedtime story.
The Eternal Pools. This area is home to some awe-inspiring architecture, along with an army of dryads who will stop at nothing to keep you out.
Ooh.
Approach the Eternal Pools from the south, and you'll find what our explorers have called the Lazarus Instrumentality Expedition.
This is what we were talking about last week. One of the new dungeons. This is the entrance to it. Looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
Up high,
looks
looks
good.
beautiful.
You'll need to gather a strong party of warriors to take
You know
this
they've
on.
obviously got different factions for enemy mobs, haven't they? Is this an individual one, a new one, or is this like the same ones that we've had before?
Do you mean like?
I can't count them. We've obviously got like the new ones, the Chinese dynasty ones, and then you've got the old ones, which are like the wild ones, like
Grassy guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
Then
I
obviously
think
you've got undead.
I think a lot of these are well, but from the looks of this video, it's a real mix. We've got the pirates up on her spire there, which look fantastic, and that looks like that is themed purely around the pirates. Then there's these pools, which look like they're a mix of the Eden Grove. I think it was Eden Grove. You know, like the nature guys, which you talk about. I think it looks like a mix. To be
Pretty
honest.
cool. Yeah,
Captain
I'm curious to
Marco
see,
just
like
reserved.
indeed.
They have
I'm
been
assuming
part
this.
of the
Oh, this will
crew
all be
for
on the
5
beta,
months.
won't it? So
Ahoy,
Yeah.
crew.
be curious to see and put it all together. Saying deets.
Thank you for the resub, Cap. I love you, man. It's just really...
Treasures that lie beyond its gates will surely be worth your effort.
I was really hoping for like a quick jump into the
Evil
to the dungeon
spirits may dominate much of Reekwater, but its wildlife can be just as
Assuming they're not showing any
to
on
the south.
purpose.
You'll
Not at the
find
moment, no.
lush wilds, home to a bounty of wildlife. Be
Blacklisted.
particularly
this is gonna be a good place for the foodies, I think, and the skinners.
cautious
Lots of
the
wildlife here.
myallips, which will chase you to the ends of the earth to take you
Yes,
down.
skinning boys.
Even the goats here
But
can
I missed
become
where it says what
exceptionally
level
violent.
bracket this is. Or is that gonna be it?
I think there was information somewhere, but that would require a brain, and mine is small, so I've forgotten. I think I'm not even gonna try and think. Forget it. Let's move on.
When provoked. It's not all.
Oh,
death and
typical
drive.
Dan at his best.
A new zone here. Let's move on quickly. A new
And
zone
however,
here. Looks different, boys.
Explorers in
Different
search
different
of
people in
something
here.
Even more exotic should
You know what?
search
Next time
one
you question me, Dan, for being tired, dude, I need.
I'm not tired. I'm just stupid.
I'm just sticky. Yeah, that's fun.
bent
Oh,
muskeg.
man.
an
Lamben
otherworldly
muskeg.
oasis with
Muskeg.
luminous flora and fauna.
Yeah, these look cool. These reminded me of I don't know why, but I had this watching The Walking Dead and seeing the old zombies coming out of the water, like all a little bit because they've
This
been
might be
underwater
like
for ages.
Yeah.
Oh, Avatar, yeah. Probably a bit more accurate, to be honest. This is nothing like Walking Dead. It just reminded me of it for some reason.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm
Most of which
crying.
once dead.
Oh, God.
But the true
Is this
treasures
another
of
zone, or is this a zone
lie in
within
its
Reekwater?
Yeah, this is a place within Reekwater, yeah. There's quite a few, actually.
vast
It's quite cool how,
rivers,
like I said, it
swamps,
goes from this like really pretty and colourful place to murky and really like dirty.
Yeah. But I understand it's quite a big zone, he thinks. I mean, it looks awesome. Obviously, all the lighting always looks
and
fantastic.
beaches, where the
Yeah.
bravest of fishers have found
You're running around here
treasures
looking for more oil.
incomparable to
Yeah.
the rest of Eternum.
I had a little watch there and I was laughing at this.
To the rest
It's definitely a fish now.
Comparable
Rewatch it. But I don't know if you can see this or not, but I was like, that ain't a fish. That is definitely not a fish. It's definitely a fish. It's like,
It definitely is a
at
fish.
about 10 minutes, it is not a fish, right? That is some radioactive creature in there. But it's definitely a fish. I saw it jump.
There's
the rest
another
of
our leader
Eternum.
clip, Dan. There you go.
Grandmaster Shemachera may be able to tell you more.
I'll ignore
if
that,
you
Apex.
can
Thanks, mate.
convince him that you're worthy of his time. And if you do find yourself in search of fish, bring a sturdy pair of boots. There's no doubt that Reekwater holds some of the harshest country in all of Eternum. But for those willing to wade through the swamps and dryads, there are plentiful treasures to get your hands on, with rare plants to harvest and plentiful fishing spots to cast your line at. You certainly won't go empty-handed, if you're ever able to leave, that is.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! That's just a quick look at Reekwater. Literally dropped about 10 minutes ago, give or take. Let me find the actual thing that we're supposed to
zone.
say again.
It's a very pretty zone, to be honest with you, even when it is like grimy and dull. It's
Yeah.
still pretty and well made.
And what's nice is that I don't, anyone going into beta, or at least people haven't been in alpha. Every time I speak, when I realize what I'm saying, I'm such an idiot. Lots of people won't have played this zone, so it's going to be new and fresh and lovely for everyone. Great. Moving on. Let's go. Right, boys. The last major alpha update, which I think was a bit of a porky because the update that just came out now in June. I thought it was fantastic. Anyway, so this is primarily about the expeditions titles. I can't remember what else we had on our list, but let's crack on because I know we're trying to keep this to an hour. So there's the last two expeditions they have named. So the first one is Shattered Obelisk. Journey further into the depths of the Amrine Temple to unlock the ancient secrets. The Shattered Obelisk expedition is intended for level 35 players and found in the Everfall territory. So I believe that will be the next one on from the starter dungeon.
So yeah, they were planning every like 10 levels, weren't they?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Then we have Alektos the Relentless. This powerful mage stood guard, blah, 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 and Grungul the Regent. So a couple more bosses in there. And here's a couple of screenies looking pretty cool.
They look good. Their screenshots always look so good, dude.
Yeah, I really hope.
I swear they have another build of the game just for screenshots. Like
they look amazing. I mean, I remember like when we played the preview, the game was stunning. But I don't know. You know, I hope we get back in there and we look at it like this again and be like, oh, it's so pretty.
Apex.
Fuck off.
What did I miss? What did he say?
Can you try and look a bit more excited?
It's PvE. Give him a break.
Yeah. This is the generic bit. This is where I'll be sending everyone else to do the dirty work.
Exactly, Spiv. I'm bringing the PG name into WoW because Nox is shite.
So this looks really cool, and this is the first time I've seen a like a space that genuinely looks like a puzzle. All the other go on.
Yeah, I was just saying, I hope they do like make more of the expeditions kind of with puzzles involved. Otherwise, just a clear A to B, kill mobs all the way, and then a boss at the end can get quite like meh after a long period of time. But if they can do things where you've actually got to think about it, whether it changes or not, or whether it's the same puzzle every time, I don't know. But it's definitely a good idea to spice things up.
I think when we first started hearing about these, I obviously read things wrong and my brain took over. And I assumed that if you went back into the dungeon at level 60, it would have different puzzles and it would all vary in difficulty. But then everyone was like, just bloody read it, you idiot. It doesn't say that. It says that if you're in level 35 dungeon, it's going to be different to a level 40. Like the Lazarus dungeon is going to be different to the Dynasty Shipyard, for example. So I don't think they change. So once you've done it once, I think the functionality of it, will stay the same. I'm hoping they like bring updates to it and that changes, in 6 months' time if they rework it or something like that. But yeah,
depending on how difficult it is, I guess. But yeah, that'd be definitely a decent idea.
They look great. This looks really cool. Obviously, we have no idea how it works yet, but I can imagine a lot of people getting zapped. Thanks for the follow, mate. Boys, welcome if you just joined. I can see a few new faces in here. Love it.
Hola.
Yeah, so that's the first expedition that's been spoken about, and the second one that they've released the name of is The Depths, which is in Restless Shores. We have, I think this one's going to be epic. So this one has Commander Thorpe in it as one of the bosses. Danneh talking like he's got peanut. Mate, it's like this every day.
Dude.
There's our man, Commander Thorpe. This actually looks fantastic. Can you see here? You need at least 3 people to activate this one at the same time, by the looks of it, to move on to the next zone.
So this is where we'll be shouting at you to come, hurry your ass up.
Stop messing about.
Yeah, it's sat in the corner somewhere, just looking at some wall or something. Like,
it looks awesome. I'm hoping that there's one on the other side too, so you actually need your whole team to get through some of these. You can't just start like speed running them with 2 to 3 people, but yeah, you need the whole 5 team. Keep scouring chat. If there's anything super awesome, let me know. We'll answer some cool questions. Again, another screenshot of inside the dungeon, looking pretty cool. The details wicked. But anyway,
Insane.
they're the first two. Well, excuse me. They're the first two bits of tonight, but they're the last two expeditions before release. Okay, so player titles. Woo! I think we've
New
spoken
World
about this, haven't we?
Countdown isn't working.
Yeah, so I turned it off because I was getting flip flopped all the time. Flip flop, flippity up. So yeah, there are spelling mistake. There are well over 100 titles, and players can choose to display any one unlocked title or choose not to display a title at all. That's cool. So when equipped, a title appears above your character in the world, incorporating your character's name within the title. A title will fall into two categories, either account-wide or character-bound. Obviously, now that right there was a hint on it on another character coming.
Correct.
But yeah, so I think we've spoke about it tight. We're pretty keen to see a lot of badass PvP titles popping up when you like complete X amount of achievements.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm hoping the same, to be honest with you, because then you've got that, one thing to aim for, and second, you've got that little bit of like reputation that you've got that.
Yeah.
Titles are confirmed, right? Titles in the game are confirmed to be above your head.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's some titles, like you said, that are tough to get, but
So I would love to be able to read that, Dan, but have you actually seen how small that is on my one monitor? I have chat over here. I have all of us over here.
Did I just read it really badly to you?
You did, yeah. I didn't listen.
Yes.
I never listened to you.
Yes, there are titles coming to the game, which will incorporate your character's name in the title. I'm not sure how yet, but yes, it will be in your title. So it'll say something like the legendary Nox Evo, killer of tight eyes, something like that. It will it will bring it into your name, which is great. Yes, player titles are coming. They're going to be great. We're hoping they're just some really fucking cool PvP focused titles for sure. Okay, so this bit a couple of weeks ago was like a huge talking point, especially on the old Asmon and Kira's channels, because bringing in more fast travel points with the controversial statement of potentially bringing in some pay to travel type thing in the cash shop. This was massive.
Big time, yeah.
So what does it quickly say? Let me read it again. Fast travel points are locations that allow players, to fast travel from location to location. The farther the distance and the heavier the load you're carrying, the higher the cost for travel. Once a player discovers a point, they can travel to that location from the outposts and settlements.
So you knew we could travel from town to town.
Yeah.
With Azov, is they saying that there's going to be other smaller points of fast travel, or was this just them reiterating that they've made it this way?
So this is points throughout the lands, throughout the maps, basically. So
not just to the town.
Let's give Tyler some shit here. Make sure he's listening. So let's say we're in the north and you're running out of repair parts. He can pick up a fast travel point and teleport back to town, grab his stuff without worrying about it, get some more equipment and repair parts, and then teleport back, basically. Obviously, we're not sure where these locations are yet, but what they're saying is, they're around the map.
Yeah, no, if they had more, that's pretty cool. That'd be really helpful. Instead of just being able to just teleport to a fort or a town.
Yeah. I guess the only sort of negative there, and sort of Bananas touching on in chat there, reckless fast travel allows you to fast travel, got it, is like, let's say there's a fast travel point relatively near a faction control point, and you see an enemy taking it, you can just be like, right, 25 people, let's travel quick, go go go, and that's a negative in one sense, but also positive in another to like incentivize quick PvP.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does, but you've got to one have the resource to keep constantly teleporting about, which again I remember running out quite quickly. And two, I'm assuming, obviously, especially if you're weighing much, if you're out in the world doing bits and bobs, you're going to weigh a ton, so it's going to cost you a
So,
bomb. So they're not going to be able to do it multiple times, are they?
Oro
And
just
whether
asked
obviously
there.
you have a cooldown.
Miss just asked there, is there a cap on it? And I'm pretty sure in the preview at least there was a cap, and it wasn't that much. I think it was only like 500
That's
or
thousand.
something.
Yeah, I think it's like
500 to
1,000 as
1,000,
you
yeah.
can hold.
Yeah, so
So it could,
it was 1k you could in your event, yeah. But then the issue
Yeah.
was, which is why everyone was up in arms, was that there was talks about potentially being able to buy Azoth. I think I don't know if it was worded like that, but you could basically, you know, pay to fast travel essentially, which is why people were scared because of. I don't think that's the case. I don't think they said they're thinking about buying Azoth. I think I'm mistaking that for something else, but. Like he's mentioned there, you need Azoth for crafting. You need it for fast traveling. I don't know if do you need it for refining. I'm not sure, but definitely for like.
I think you can use it to refine higher tier stuff
I really can't remember.
to get a higher roll, basically a gear score roll on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reckless has said it. Yeah, he's. I think everyone's a yeah. If the balance is right, like if you fast travel, let's say you could fast travel 1 or 2 times, you won't be able to bring the whole clan from A to B every single time. But yeah, if you could purchase it, then it's like fucked. It's just really fucked. But that hasn't been confirmed. I don't think that will be a thing. I think if you could buy Azoth in any way, shape, or form, people are gonna rage, like really rage, because that means you could pretty much unlimitedly craft,
Yep.
which would obviously break the game. So surely that's not going to be something.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that doesn't get implemented because that will make it really poor, to be honest with you.
Crutty just touched on something actually. They did actually say that end game you'll have so much Azoth that it's not going to be an issue. Yes, they did say that. And obviously at the moment they're catering to a lot of types of players, not just sort of hardcore people like us who want to play a lot. So it should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, the crafters are going to need it in abundance, aren't they? So, because the more Azoth they spend, the better quality the item is.
Yes, so that's coming to the game. Fast travel points. We'll see how we can utilize them and abuse them and travel somewhere quickly and kill a lot of people and then travel somewhere else and kill some more people. Okay, some general updates. I don't think there's anything crazy exciting in here. Lots of smaller things that are going to be great. So, for example, elite points of interest have been updated with new enemy encounters, which is good. Corruption breaches have been converted to elite content. Obviously, we were all power leveling off them last time. Spent many nights of you tight running around killing corrupted breaches.
I'm sad that's going to be the end of it, to be honest.
It's a bittersweet end, man.
No, that was actually, I enjoyed doing that. I did enjoy that.
Why have they ended that? Sorry, I missed something there.
So
it's just
go on.
They've reduced the XP that you gain from it, and they've also reduced the spawn times of them, so they don't spawn as quick anymore.
Right, okay.
They've increased XP elsewhere as well. So obviously a lot of the chats have been around, why are you bringing boosts? You're making people pay to skip your content. So they've like reduced the XP for things like this, which, you know, obviously very repetitive, and brought in more XP for things like discovering lore pages and doing quests. So you're incentivized to finish their quest line, which, as they said, should take you around the map, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, a lot of this is just curious to see what it's going to be like, and I'm hoping the beta pretty much is a very close resemblance of what they're expecting to launch. So
Yeah.
gives people an opportunity to make, because obviously that now that you've had all that malarkey, the cash shop and such, people are a bit more cautious. So I'm kind of hoping the beta kind of gives them the idea of what to expect. So I'm kind of hoping that everything comes into play. And obviously they adjust the feedback given from the beta pretty quickly. So
Next week's going to be an interesting one. That's a full cash shop chat. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Is it?
Yeah, well, the official update or the official, the official update dropped about the cash shop. So next week is, I mean, don't blame me, man. Blame New World, Banana. They dropped the update. We talk about updates. That's it. That's what we do. This is going to be our time.
Wait for the pitchforks to come out that day.
Okay, so a couple more small updates. We won't go into detail too much about these. So quest updates, added new territory quests in Brightwood, Cutlass Keys, Weaver's Fen, faction control points, increased the time required to capture a fort. Solo player capture times have been increased from 1 minute to 5 minutes. The required time will decrease with every additional player present up to a full group of 5. So what they've basically done is said there's no point in taking more than 5 people. You're not going to capture it any quicker. The only reason for having more than 5 will be for some great PvP, hopefully, which is nice. Added participation limits to the area near forts to ensure this is what made me sad. Yeah, these limits ensure that only 25 people per faction may be near the same fort. Actually, I've read this differently before because I think we were speaking about it, weren't we? I'd like whether you have to go through a door or whether you get locked out of like fucking invisible wall or some shit. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll ignore that.
Yeah. So how are they going to separate people? Like,
I have no idea. A bubble.
maybe
an invisible wall.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Flag Sheep. Red Jack. Copper Pride. Welcome, boys. So this is kind of cool. So I think 90% of us greatly overlooked housing in preview. Did you build a house, Nox, in preview? Or did you buy a house, should I say? Oh. I've lost him. Have you lost him, Ty? I've lost him.
Yeah, I can't hear him. I think he accidentally muted his mic.
He's like, hold on, lads. Ty, have you bought a house?
Me, I did buy a house. I didn't put anything in it.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, me too. We were too busy grinding corrupted portals, mate.
I'm pretty sure I snuck like a couple of grand out of the old.
Oh, that boy, sneaky!
Yeah, I took it out of the old company fund and went bought myself a gaff, lad.
Gotta
do what you gotta do, mate.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I bought one as another like teleport. That was it. I never did anything with it. So.
All right, who's our coin master? Be glad to know it's not tight.
That'd be one bad day in the world, let me
tell you. The reason I wanted to talk about this actually because we greatly overlooked them, and looking more and more into it, like through the newer fan site and all that, looking at the different items that you can put in your housing is really going to help sort of end game. So for example, if we go down to like the tier 4 house, the most expensive one, compared to tier 1, I think it pretty much 4 times. So max pieces of storage furniture allowed 1 in there. In here you're allowed 4. I think Crutty, you told me before, if you buy a piece of storage or storage for your house, it then increases the storage in that town for you. Do you know if you can access your storage in the town through your house?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think you can, and that's why
I think I did go to your house.
the depot is like, or like the little stash is like right next to the housing. Unless they might even have an item for that. Like they might have.
Good little thing.
I could.
Like
I
a-
said you could. Oh.
Oh,
Reckless.
you actually can.
I like your thinking, Reckless. Sad to see no options for a cobble. I couldn't preview. Okay. I mean, that for me is quite cool because that storage area in town, I remember in Everfall, there was always like 30 people fucking stood outside this storage area trying to get in. It was carnage.
Movies comment. New world starts. Danneh trying to get gold together for the first area. Tight. Come to my house. I give you a bit of my gold. Oh, I love it. Fucking Moomy, you funny motherfucker.
Don't worry, Reckless. We're making more the plank, mate. We'll have none of that. Give me all your gold, or give Tight all your gold. I think one thing that actually is if we are in abundance of gold, we'll do things like we'll do a fishing session, and whoever catches the biggest fish gets like 50,000 gold or some shit like that. We'll come up with some mad ideas, and we'll buy you a house. We won't just let you send, you know, buy stupid things with your money. We'll buy you a nice house or something.
Doesn't state how much they're going to be, though.
Does not, no. So further down our list here, all the golden stuff changes. So I think what we knew in the past is going to change. So maybe less gold per creep kill and things like that. So in preview, we were like, you know, in abundance of gold. We had so much. We were like giving it away, weren't we? But this time it might not be that way.
Yeah, just laughing at that point. I remember obviously we were killing like bosses and such, and you'd come to loot it, and you'd get like a bit of gold, and then you get a wooden stool or a bookshelf, and it's like, oh, okay, appreciate that. Just what I wanted.
This is cool for people who love their pets. I mean, it's going to become a zoo at that point. If you can have 8 pets in your house, it's going to be crazy. I don't know if they give any sort of buff though, or any sort of.
Yeah, that's what my query was. I can't remember if they did anything or they were just cosmetic.
I don't think there's anything confirmed that you would get some sort of buffs from the pets. But obviously, if you buy the deluxe edition, you get a pet from that straight away. I think it was a dog, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was something, but I can't remember if they had any buffs or points to them.
The Mastiff, yeah, that's it. On the flip side, this for me, I think is going to be one of the key points, purely because, yeah, you've got things like trophies, other things, and other things, and other things that will help you in your new world journey, such as like, I think crafting and stuff. So our guys who are going to be heavy crafting, we need to make sure they work really well with the craft of the furniture, because yeah, you can buff up your character based on that. Thanks for the follow, by the way. So this is important. Yeah, me max, absolutely. There's been a rework to the faction missions. Lots of things that we're going to find out, but faction missions for us, I think, are going to be quite key, especially the PvP faction missions. I'm trying to find if there's a PvP one here.
Min-maxing always comes out of boredom. Probably not in this case.
Thanks for the follow. This is quite cool. Something that they've introduced. So daily bonuses added for the first 3 faction missions completed each day. Obviously, I have no idea what these faction missions are. Excuse me, what the bonuses are. But this is cool. Something for us to get rewarded for logging in every bloody day.
Yeah, true.
Guys, thanks for following if you've just joined. Nice to meet you. We're basically, the way we've been working things is we've gone back to the future. From the back to the future, from the past to the future. So this was the May Alpha update. We're just chatting about that. Shout out the Twitter retweet. Woohoo! Is that from
New
New World
World.
himself? I think actually someone mentioned that. Yeah. Thank you, New World. We love you, Greg. If you're listening, we love you, Greg. Yeah, so we're back. We're back in time. We're in the past now on the May Alpha update. So we had a little watch through the Reekwater touring video, and it was awesome. Like, that was really cool to see. And yeah, now we're cracking through the May Alpha update. We're trying to keep it to an hour, but we always struggle because we talk a lot of rubbish and start laughing at each other, basically. So we'll try and keep it to an hour.
At you.
Or
Correct
laughing
yourself.
at me, yeah.
Correct yourself.
Yeah, so I'm quite cool. I'm excited by these sort of daily login bonuses. Again, not sure what they are, but this is going to be great. Faction rank changes. Faction missions will now reward reputation and faction tokens. Relatively mundane update, but something that's needed, I guess. So that's great. So this is one of the biggest change, or one of the bigger changes, like we are just talking about now, with the XP and the gold and how quickly people will get to places. So I'll just run through it quickly because this was a month or so ago. So we've adjusted our leveling curves and rest experience to speed up the leveling for casual players and to introduce new ways of gaining XP. I think in the June update, actually, they've reworked the XP even more. So some of this may be what's the right word? Words.
Out of date, Dan.
Excuse me.
Out of date is the simplest
Out
way
of date. Beautiful.
That's
Thank you so
yeah.
much. Some real technical language there for me not to be speaking. Gold and silver border monsters now grant more XP when killed. Expedition quests now grant significantly more XP. Okay. Possible idiot moment from me, which we all know and love. When it says expedition quests, do you think that there's quests within the expeditions, or they're talking about just finishing an expedition?
I think it's within, isn't it? I know you get one for venturing to it. So I've made out, but yeah, no. I believe you get quests for in it, killing a certain amount, completing it.
So actually doing the expedition properly, rather than just legging it from start to finish.
Yeah,
you're going to get XP.
I mean, that'd be big. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'd be pretty surprised if that's not the case, to be honest with you, because that's kind of what the dungeons are there for, really. It's kind of for you to get involved and see it all and learn a bit more, yeah?
Yeah.
And for them to just skip it all is kind of define the point of them doing it in the first place. So.
That's true. Thanks for the gifted, by the way, Caney. To what a lovely account. Appreciate it, man.
Best.
Appreciate it, Chris. Let's see if we can. Yeah, the number of XP cards that territory can have has been limited. No. Okay, unique POI now grant experience when revealed. So again, you know, the whole talk around, you know, we're leveling too fast, fucking paying to skip content, all that sort of stuff. I really love the idea behind this. You know, they're really pushing people to explore and look around and stuff. That's really cool. I mean,
gonna be a status.
That's what we did, right? Like we took the whole crew and we ran around the map together, and I thought that was fantastic. Now we're gonna get rewarded for that.
Just see an ocean of PG running down the road,
exploring, having a run around together. Gathering trade skills now grant experience per level gained. Smelting trade skills, crafting skills. Journal pages now give increasing experience based on the total number found. And I think that was confirmed. I think the amount of XP was confirmed in the June update, which we'll get to in a couple of weeks. Okay, so this one caused a lot of how do we say, drama.
Yeah, what do they mean by that?
Dare we talk about this, people? Dare we talk about it? So this is the rest XP. So reduced wait time before beginning to generate rest XP from 12 hours to 8 hours. Raise the cap for the total rest XP from 100 to 150% of a level. This is where people picked up on. So decreased the rate at which XP is gained from 2% per hour to 1% per hour. And rest XP now works on all sources of XP. So this was a lot of fear from a lot of people with, you know, oh, you're selling boosts. Oh, fuck. I'm going to fucking pay the level, all that sort of stuff. And obviously, like, it makes sense that it's people are worried about that. But I think the amount you're going to get off this is quite small. But again, we're yet to know the full details behind this. And for you guys who just joined, like the way I see it, and I think you guys too share the same sentiment, is if someone's buying a rested boost XP, it means that they're not playing the game. It is that, Crit. It is that. So you get it when you're offline, basically. That's my understanding of it. If you're logged off, then you get XP, like resting your body from not playing a game. Like,
Yeah.
And then when you log in, if you're logged off for X amount of hours, you get X amount of percentage for X amount of time. Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, basically my sort of responses to people have been, if you're super keen on like really playing the game, and a lot of the people that are angry are, it's like, chill boys, you're going to be playing the game. You know, don't worry about it. You got to log off to get your XP boost. When you ain't gaining XP then if you're logged off. So I know the fears, and I think a lot of the fears are if they're going to introduce this, they're going to introduce more.
Yeah.
Scares people.
I know that.
Greg just said all of these things are still being tweaked and tested, which I think is the key thing here, isn't it? Like it's in the alpha to test it and trial it, and I think the biggest take so far is they don't want to fuck up the game. You know, they want it to drop and to be awesome. So yeah, I think this is a fine line and something that they'll probably spend a lot of time on. Are you anti rest XP, Nox? Or do you think it makes sense?
No, I mean, I play Warcraft and it's got rested XP in it. So no, I think it's just integral to any game, and it kind of helps towards those casual players as well that can't play 12 hours a day. So I mean, if they log off after doing a 4-hour stint and they come back the next day, they're gonna have all that time as rested experience, which will kind of give them that little bit of boost to not keep up completely, but stay reasonably close to the people that are on 24/7.
It makes you feel a little less bad logging on the next day, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
you got a little bit of a boost, which is fine. ESO does it. Every game does it. So every MMO, almost anyway.
Yeah, so I think it's compulsory to have it in the game, to be honest with you. So it's a definite keeper. It's just, again, tweaking it. Most games just do double experience for the point of rested. How they carry on with it, it's obviously up to them, but
it's not even massive, is it? So 100% of a level to 150% of a level. It's double and a bit, but I think the fear is always like if you log off, I don't know, let's say for a day and you log back in and you just straight up start crafting. Is it purely that it's going to level up your character XP, or do I now gain like double crafting levels because of this? That's the sort of worry, you know.
good point.
I doubt they
I
do
believe
that.
it would just be character levels.
Yeah. It
But
would
if
make
goes-
sense. It would make sense to be a crafted bonus as well. It just wouldn't.
Yeah, agreed. It'd be a bit strange.
Keeping an eye on what everyone else is saying as well. Like all you guys, like what you're saying makes absolute sense. Trying to keep up. Yeah. I would doubt it does craft XP. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. But the only thing I'm worried about here is it says all sources of XP. but time will tell.
Well, I think that might mean though, like sources is in whether you kill something, do a quest or whatever, you still get a bonus. What are you doing?
sorry. They said, why doesn't my camera fit the whole window? This is a door.
There's a little black bar at the end of your camera.
Wait, what's that?
The square.
Yeah, it's a door. Here's a really important question, Dan. Do you have a fan, or does your hair naturally blow in the wind? It just blows 24/7, man.
Well, you all know he's auditioning for Baywatch.
Yeah, an army of fans around me. Okay, so some slightly leveling mining stones. Okay, bag slot 1 is now unlocked at level 10 instead of level 1. The ring slot is now unlocked at 20 instead of 10. The earring slot is now unlocked at 40 instead of 20. Cool. Okay, quest and projects. We've adjusted PvP flagging rewards to incentivize PvP activity. I don't think all of us were excited by this. I think it was like enough, but let's carry on. To provide a more meaningful reward for endgame players, you will now gain experience, faction tokens, and item rewards when you kill a player. The rewards are based on how long the player has been alive while flagged. Players only drop rewards after a minimum threshold. Do we know the minimum threshold? I.e., 10 minutes, 20 minutes? Not sure.
I don't.
That for me, I think will mean a lot. You know, if someone's got to wait an hour before they gain any experience or any rewards, that sucks. If it's 10 minutes, that's okay. I'd love it. Well, obviously, instant would provoke settlement wars like we had in the preview. Like everyone just camping settlements.
Yeah. Spiv with the gifts.
Thanks for the gift, it's Beth and B. Instant wood, mineral threshold, keep players farm and respawns. Sorry. Yes. Hopefully it's between 5 to 10 minutes because you're not going to want to follow a player for 5 to 10 minutes after they run out of a keep just to kill them. Well, most people won't anyway. I'm sure there'll be a few, but most people won't.
Forget about me.
Yeah, I guess this plays a massive part. Obviously, at the moment, I don't think it says. It doesn't. It basically just says you get experience, faction tokens, and item rewards. If there's like chances for legendaries dropping, or you get quite a few faction tokens, that's where the incentive's going to come from. Like reading it on paper sounds incredibly boring. Like it doesn't make me want to go and fight, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Faction, I remember the preview was a bit meh. It kind of took away a lot from the game, whether that was their intentions for us just getting to end game experience things, but I'm hoping they obviously expand on it a lot more.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Mastermind
Just
with a raid.
Yay! Welcome, Mastermind. Welcome, Mastermind's crew. Appreciate it, bro. Nice to meet you all. We're about halfway through, I guess, give or take, the Alpha May Alpha update, the last big one. We're just briefly talking about incentivizing PvP here, and how when you read it on paper, it's like it's not getting me excited to flag for PvP. Obviously, apart from the pure glory that we always want, but
yeah, there's a little bit of a shame they removed the
10%
experience or something. Yeah,
remove the 10% experience. So this here, like gain experience, faction tokens, and item rewards, combined with the whole the faction control point capping, these could all be quite big. So if you've got I don't know, let's say you've got a task and you're trying to get all your crew to run through a expedition together, you know, running around and holding and claiming. I think it was I I can't remember which city it was. I think it was Morningdale. Gives like an XP buff and coin buff to expeditions. So things like that would be really cool if you're like fighting for a reason and then getting rewards from it. That's going to be great.
Yeah, that, like I say, they really do need to incentivize it so people do it. I mean, we'll obviously do call outs for people to do it.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think, was it faction stuff you needed in regards to upgrading your fort?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, we'll have the ideas of completing it for our benefit. But, I mean, if the missions that are given from the faction class giver, or I don't know what I call it in regards to the guy that gives out the quest, if they are quite, I don't know what the word, quite, I'm going to use the fun as basic, really. And then obviously, if it's incentivized on giving you more per person in the group instead of just an individual,
Yeah,
that'd be quite handy to know as well. Because then not only will we be running around in groups, other people will be running around in groups, and it'll just bring around like world PvP in 5v5s or things like that, you know, instead of just an individual running to an area and getting absolutely smashed because there's a group, you know. And kind of hoping there's that sort of thing, like they previously mentioned, that there's a bigger bonus if you're in a bigger group. So I kind of hope they really do or have worked on these faction quests, considering how I remember them. Because back in the old days, yeah, I wasn't impressed. They were quite basic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they have changed them for sure. I've seen it in an update. Yeah, just quickly, the pirate ad, the sound, the countdown. I've had to turn it all off because it was going nuts. It was going nuts. People playing sounds and fucking ads and all this. It was popping off. So yeah, sorry if we've turned it off for now. Just during our newer Wednesday sesh. But yeah, so I was speaking to someone based what you're talking about there, Nox, about potentially sharing quests. So like if you could, even if it was just PvP faction quests were shared between your whole group, just that one change would change like open world PvP massively, I think, because you'd be squadding up and 5-man squad in it, which would be super cool.
Even if they put some of those mechanics from the expeditions in the open world for like a faction quest, you know, a faction PvP quest, it would incentivize a group then to have to go and complete that quest, and then
and absolutely, I'm loving what Reckless just said. Like that for me was all about. I'm waiting to be running around with the crew and running into another big ass crew, and it'll be all like epic battle. That for me is what the open world I'm hoping it's going to be about.
Yeah.
You don't see anyone for like 10 minutes. You log in some stuff, and then someone comes and starts kicking your ass, and then just a little brawl breaks out. It'd be so fucking cool.
I mean, there was moments like that even in the preview, like up north. There was people all over the place, and it was just all out carnage, and it was great. It was good fun.
It's gonna be good. All right, I know time is of the essence. Let's move on. So, updated the town projects to add a town and maintenance category that ensures there are always some projects available to players. Town maintenance missions are always available, giving normal rewards with no project points. Town maintenance has some unique missions requesting various cooking and potion ingredients, as well as more extensive fishing related ingredients requests. Oh hey, go on the fishing. Happy days tight.
Yeah, I'm sorted, man.
All other projects
with the fishing, or is it literally just ingredients based?
Say again, sorry.
I'm assuming the fishing is there just as like a gatherer, really.
On this particular point, or like in general.
No, he's just talking about in general.
Yeah.
So it'd go like fishing and then cooking or whatever.
It sits on your gathering area, yeah. So as logging and mining,
that sort of thing. Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were like, if they were going to introduce or think about it, whether they had like a fishing competition every Sunday, like everyone had to head to this point, and like you say, biggest fish gets like a fishing reward, like I don't know, a hook.
That's what we're gonna be doing. New World better not steal that shit. That's our thing. Menzo just come up with a cool idea. What about scoreboards with the names of the most wanted enemy faction players, rank system, and stuff like that? Potentially, they could incorporate that into the like the achievements or the player titles. If someone's rocking like a hardcore, let's say they've killed 50,000 players and they put that title on, maybe they could be seen, or maybe there'll be a higher value reward on their head or something like that. And they could maybe, when they kill for more, but when they get killed, I don't know. You know, there's some. Oh, gee! Just bought a Power Gaming t-shirt. Yeah, boy.
Let's go.
Love it. Fantastic. Thanks, Reckless, man. Yeah, definitely a cool idea, Menzo. And definitely worth talking about for sure. Maybe at another time, but that is a cool idea. I love the fishing comps in Arcade. So many systems, great.
Definitely, yeah. That's where I know it from, is Arcade.
Gold rebalance. Added a maximum gold cap for players of 500k and 5 million for companies. Ty, don't steal all that, mate.
I'll be stealing all the 5 mil. Please tell me there's a 5 mil house in the game. It has to happen.
A house worth 5 million. What on earth? You're buying a bloody castle. Oh my god. Oh, we love you, Reckless. Decreased the gap in earning gold from lower levels to higher levels. That's cool. I love that. I don't know if I love that there's a cap. I guess obviously there needs to be a cap, but I don't know if I love it or not. I mean, 5 million is a lot of gold. I don't know what on earth you could do with 5 million gold, but
5 million houses.
Maybe there's a lot of houses. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you get to 5 million gold and you're really wanting to make more, you'll just kick someone out of your clan, make a new one, and get another 5 million, right? not to fuck your system, by the way, if you're still there, New World, Greg. But we're gonna make another clan. No, I think 5 million should be enough, but I don't really know what to do with it.
We'll buy another game though, right? We'll get another Steam account,
Yes.
buy another game, and just have it as a bank. So we're paying for it.
Yes. Yes, tight. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so gold sources. Players will earn a larger percentage of gold from quests, expeditions, wars, invasions, and the daily free bonus rewards from the faction missions. That's cool. Obviously, we don't know how much yet, and I to be honest, I cannot remember for the life of me how much we earned for doing any of the wars back in the preview. Can you remember?
No, I really can't actually. You say that.
You did.
What?
Oh, your face is so disappointed, dude.
What? Because of the money?
Yeah, it's just like.
Oh, okay. I don't remember either, to be fair. So, Reckless, let's get involved, Reckless. Well, I need to build a 4-man screen, and we can all get involved. Absolutely. Players will earn a smaller percentage from killing creatures, faction missions, and corrupted breaches. Creatures now have a chance to drop coin instead of a guaranteed drop. More money, more money. Okay. Oh, here we go. Housing costs. This is what we were asking about earlier. Houses no longer increase in cost based on the first, second, third house. They now increase in cost based on the quality of the house.
Okay. So static. That's good.
5k, 10k, 15k, 20k. So 20k is the most expensive house. Oh, shit. Base housing tax has increased from 5% to 10%. I've read through all of this. I made a bloody video on it, and I'm still don't remember reading all this. Coin cost for repairs been reduced by roughly 50%. God, that's massive. 50% is huge.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Getting old. Right, well, easy. We can all afford the 20k houses.
I mean, it's quite nice as well that you can repair with gold now and not have to use items. So Tight's ass is saved.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
agree with that. Oh, I can't even tell you the struggle I had in the preview with repair items.
Yeah, that was a pain.
And okay, I'm gonna sound stupid here, right? The only thing you can repair in the game is items. You can't break anything else. Weapons and armor, obviously. You can't like
We used to be able to break them out, didn't we?
say again.
We used to be able to break up all that stuff, didn't we?
I mean, like imagine if I don't know, you lose an invasion and your settlement gets messed up. We did. Well, you just redo the upgrade, right? You don't have to pay.
Oh yeah.
To fix things up.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it'd be that way. That'd be quite harsh.
Yeah. Too hard to run. Yeah, mate, we are. So the way we've been working our little newer Wednesdays is we went all the way back. It's about 10 episodes now. It's about 10 weeks. We went all the way back to sort of post preview patch notes, and we've just been sort of catching up week after week after week. So we're on now the May Alpha update, and although that seems quite weird, every time we revisit the patch notes, I keep remembering things that I didn't know. I've read it before, forgotten about it, and reading it again. So it's great for our great for my little brain to keep remembering, which is nice. All right, moving on quick. I know time is ticking. So loot and gear. Increased cooldowns for large chests in Elite POI from 1 hour to 24 hours. This is fucking huge, right? That's 23 hours.
Yep.
Woo.
I'm assuming that's going to make them a bit more exclusive, which is quite nice. So this again is huge. Added more name weapon drops to discover, included 260 weapons and trinkets on 130 named monsters in the open world. Cool stuff. Lots more stuff. Like it's
trinkets are being jewelry, right? Like rings, necklaces.
That's what it means to me. Yeah, I think so. Change the specific weapon rewards for quests and starting zones. This is all just good stuff. I think. Like that. Moving on, it's okay.
You know, quest rewards are static. Quickly, like they'll always be the same, or they depending on you as your what you're running at.
The weapon, the specific weapon reward quests. Sorry, you mean?
Yeah. You know, does it just say, "Oh, you're always going to get an axe," or
I think it'll be like
look at what you're wearing?
You do this quest and you'll get an axe, or you do this quest you'll get a life staff. You do this quest. That's the way I read it anyway.
Yeah.
I think it'll be.
Okay.
Who knows? For that.
That'll be something
yeah,
to
who knows?
research.
That's the way I'll take it.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of research needed where to find these ones with specific weapons for people.
Yeah, absolutely. When players drop items from the inventory, the contents are now visible to that player. The items will stay in the open world for 3 minutes to help give players a way to organize their backpack. Oh, I don't even remember reading this. So basically, we can throw our entire inventory on the floor and fix our lives out and reorganize stuff. Well, I don't know if you'd want to do that, really, but. Oh, yeah.
That's when you get ninja'd right there.
Well, it
Don't
can't,
leave your loot down. I'll be swiping that real quick, dude.
well, it can't happen anymore. It can't happen anymore, which is cool. Yeah, I think anyway. When players drop items from inventory, contents are now visible only to that player. Yeah. So, yeah, if you throw your entire bag of fish on the floor, like only you can see it.
So it has to be done through the trade system now. Then.
If you want to trade, yeah.
Not like we did at the end of preview. We just lobbed everything on the floor, emptied your shed. Yeah.
I guess
There was
maybe
a quirk to that, though. There was a quirk to that. I liked it.
it was wonderful, wasn't it? Yeah, it's really cool. Maybe that is talking kind of specifically about being near your storage zone. If you just throw everything on the floor together, then you can have a reorganize, which is nice.
Yeah, that's handy. Instead of having to hide behind a house and drop it all.
Okay, so this is a new part of the game that none of us have really had a chance to try. I love Code just talking about it, mate. At the end of preview, I remember we took like, I can't remember, it was like 30 or 40,000 gold and just threw it to a streamer and watched his chat like get all excited about having loads of money in game. That was funny. And yeah, we bought up as much as we could of the auction house too and just threw everything around the town. Oh, it was great fun, man. It was great fun. Okay, so tuning orbs. Do you know what these are, Tight? Put you on the spot.
Tuning orbs are for the stonemasonry skill, dude.
Well, maybe they're made by the stonemasonry. They are. Yes, they are. They are. You use them to get into expeditions and fuck.
Yeah. Keep reading that.
Arenas. Yeah, arenas and expeditions. They're basically keys to things now. Starting off with expeditions and arenas. I didn't even know it was crafted with the stonemasonry skill.
I just winged it, dude. I seen stonemasonry there, and I was like, "That's what they are."
Well played, sir. Well played.
I don't read them. I don't read, bro.
Are they saying they're like keys?
I sit here and I listen to your beautiful voice explain this beautiful game to me. That's all right.
Yes, they are. They are like keys. So, for example, you do one quest on a lead up to an expedition, which will give you a tuning orb, and to re-enter that expedition, you need to craft yourself a tuning orb. So it says here, tuning orbs have a limited number that can be crafted per week. Tuning orbs for higher level expeditions have lower amounts of crafts per week.
Right, so that's really selling us that expeditions are really incentivized now, where they're limiting how many times you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying that obviously, hopefully now that the drops from it are top notch.
Hopefully.
So, that's pretty cool. That's for the PvEers really to really enjoy. And PvPers obviously, but anyone who loves PvE more than PvP, that's like pretty cool. Aspect where they can do weeklies.
Following on from what you just said, yeah, absolutely, because it says here, high level tune orbs will require more resources, including drops from high level elite POI chests. So, you know, that pretty much says do the high level expeditions. One, it's going to take a bit of effort and energy to get the key or the tuning orb to get into the expedition. You're not going to do it if it's shit, right? It's not going to drop you anything.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. So saying you need to be out in the world doing high level stuff to be able to go into these high level expeditions. So it's kind of like a link play, which is cool. I think I quite like that idea. I mean, I'm used to it anyway from Warcraft. So it's quite cool that they've played that into this game. Obviously, slightly different. So that'd be something to experience.
Omega asked, do you need one orb per party or one per member? Code, yeah, I read that too. So it should be one per member. So yeah, you just need one.
No, look at the first one. To increase the rewards of expeditions, we have gated entrance expeditions on one party member having an orb.
Yeah, is that not what I said?
You said one per person.
Did I?
You did.
Did I actually?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I'm genuinely like losing my shit. I genuinely thought I said one for fuck me. I know, yeah. Oh my gosh. Right, let's move on, lads. Thanks for confirming that. You said that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Woo! Let's blame the sun. It's all hot over here in the UK, boys. Oh, jeez. Must be the sunburn. Okay, moving on, boys. Maximum gear score. Gear score. Gear score is now capped at 600. We have adjusted our top-end enemies slightly to ensure that end-game content provides a real challenge while accommodating this change. This is really nice.
Yeah, that kind of puts like it's a cap on things. That's quite cool. I mean, if you race the 600, obviously you'll be ahead for a while, but ultimately everybody's going to catch you up. So that's quite cool. Evens out the playing field later on in the game.
In order to craft items at the highest quality, players must combine bonuses from a variety of sources. Going back to the houses earlier, the trophies, armor, consumables, advanced crafting resource such as asmodium, and the relevant and the relevant lifestyle bonuses from a town project. Oh shit! You need it all. Wow,
Yes.
that's awesome.
That's gonna take some serious coordination from the clan to get all this stuff together for the master crafters to create these 600 pieces gear, 600 piece gears
for 200 people.
200 people.
That's cool. Well, I mean, that's something that we really need to explore in detail, but for sure, the entire faction has to coordinate. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's just run through these. The crafting and gathering. Crafting armors are now rare drops from containers in Elite POI. Crafting armors have crafting bonuses and are not intended to be the best for armor. Excuse me, to be the best armor for combat. Which is really cool.
What is?
Oh,
I completely forgot that this was a thing. Crafting armors.
You
Basically,
forgot?
Yeah.
Really?
I remember there being gathering ones, but I don't remember there being crafting ones.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Is that not what?
Oh, sorry, I misread that. When they were like crafting an armor, and I was like, it's not going to be the best for combat. And I was like, what? Oh, they mean by actual like wearing a metalsmith suit instead of like normal stuff.
Yeah, that's the way I read it, because I've heard about, or I remember reading about, like, you know, you can get yourself a skinning kit or a lumberjack kit, and that's obviously for your gathering,
Yeah,
and then your crafting shit too. Woo, that's cool. Okay,
yeah, that's pretty cool. Because obviously, like that's the luck gear, wasn't it? So
yeah, all of these are sort of balances here.
yeah.
Then we've got equipment sets, such as Forsaken or Ancient equipment. Now has a chance to drop from creature kills at the base. That's the base equipment style.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which should create more visual variety in player armor and weapons earlier in the game. I think the one thing that it didn't lack in the preview, but there wasn't a great deal of it, and that was like the individuality for each player. You couldn't really be, you know, individual to everyone else. You'd always see someone who looked something like you, and it'd be like, oh man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We did the same shit.
I feel like we're hoping about the whole cosmetic thing as well as obviously in game. As long as that is their option there, where you have that bit of personal touch, that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's things. That's their like preference. I mean, I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, I would never pay money," but they always want to look different.
Here we go. Talk about Azoth earlier. Azoth will now provide 50 Azoth instead of 13.
Oh, so they're the vials you pick up. Okay, I thought.
Yeah, the little blue vials.
Okay.
Yep, I remember them.
What you all been waiting for? Color in your armor. Increase the number of craftable dyes and added more dye pigments to find in the open world. Basically, we're gonna look beautiful, very colorful, very beautiful. I love it.
Black and white dyes for us.
The one thing I didn't like in the trailer was that everyone was such bright colors. It was just like super bright. I mean, if that's what you like, then it's nice that it's in the game. But yeah, for me, it was a bit like it's a bit crazy, but it's nice that it's an option for people. Oh, we can buy them from the store as well.
Lying down in the long grass, and you can just see loads of pink and fluorescent yellow people.
Mate, I used to do pink pirate raids in Guild Wars, and everyone would fucking dye themselves pink. Oh my god!
Oh no, you'd see Spiv even said it there. My rogue on WoW looks like a pack of Skittles right now, dude. I'm telling.
Pink Pirates time. Yeah. That'll be fun. That's a major Azov buff. It was hugely. Yeah. Yeah. We briefly touched on the Azov earlier because of the whole potential purchase thing, fast travel, who knows, but everyone sort of confirmed that late game, end game, you won't be worrying about Azov at all, which is really nice. Flashback to Brio going. Brio used to run Guild Wars with me, and we always used to do Guild Wars naked raids too. Like, take off all your armor, and if you beat the enemy like armorless, like how demoralized they are, man. It's just like they might as well delete the game at that point. You get beaten by a naked crew, man.
I had to message. I messaged Brew the other day. And he made me chuckle. He just had a nice little saying that's rings, and it still rings when I say it. That's obviously I was checking in on him, saying like, yeah, he's still definitely up for all this. We're like, Ian, you're gonna be around. And he was like, Nox, have no fear, Brio will be here. I was like, that's all I needed to hear. I'm fucking done.
So I don't remember running through this at all. So this is the furnishings. And I believe that this is going to be quite a big part of the game, especially since we just read a minute ago about the whole needing trophies for end game crafting. Let's just have a brief run through of my bad reading. Forgive me. Blah, 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 blah. A limited number of recipes are available to craft by default. The rest are available as either finished pieces or unlockable recipe schematics found in large chests around the world. Again, I think this is mega cool. So people will be able to have like individual houses based on how much they've explored and how much they've completed the game, as it were.
Didn't they have a point system as well, where if you held the most points in that house, yours was the one on show?
Yeah, there was like essentially a leaderboard, wasn't there? And you could go into that person's house.
Right. Yeah, so you could walk past the house, and the one that you could actually see into is the guy that had the most points in that house. That was quite cool for some people, obviously.
It sounds impressive. Yeah. These recipes have a minimum level restriction to avoid overwhelming players early in the game, so players can expect to start finding them after the minimum house ownership level. Awesome. Schematics and completed furniture can be traded at the trading post, so we can just get rich and buy all this stuff, which is great.
I'm up for that. Yeah.
Let's
I'm gonna get some people to make it fine, but sod it. I'm buying it all.
Put them taxes up. Yeah. No. That's cool. I like that, especially if, again, like this is something for our guys who are looking at finding ways to make money in game. Masters.
It's a nice little background hobby as well. So if you're like a little burnout of running around and doing riffs, and you've done all your elite POIs, and you just want a nice little quit period instead of just fishing, you can just do a bit of like interior designing in some ways if you wanted. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice background hobby, and obviously has its benefits. So yeah,
I'm gonna move on. Furniture, epic. It's gonna be great. You need it. Brilliant. So this is quite a big change. So again, some visual changes which we all like. So the quick access menu. So you can run up to someone now and press H, and you'll see something like this. I don't know if this is the finished project, but this is what it's going to look like.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, so challenge to a duel will be in here. Invite to a trade, obviously invite to a company, add friend. Standard stuff here. One thing I'm not sure about is how you challenge to a 5-man duel. Obviously, they said you could 5-man duel, which is going to be super cool. But yeah, this is a brand new change.
I'm sure we'll play about and work it out. But no, that's quite cool. I mean, it's neat. So obviously a nice little comfort thing, you know.
Oh, Caney. I like your vibes, man. Did the preview have trophies? Yes, but very rare drops. Okay. So trophies, as far as I'm aware, what trophies would do is, let's say you're the main cook in your company, you should be able to get some sort of trophy that will enhance your cooking when crafting. There'll be different trophies that enhance different parts of your game, basically. Different buffs, different boosts. That's my understanding of it. Okay, group kick. We can now group kick. Great. Enemy and I. This update completes our initial AI update passing all characters. Hopefully they're stronger. Okay, updated the Isabella's pets boss encounter in the Dynasty Shipyard expedition. Isabella now leads her forces on the field of battle to confront those who have dared to vandalize her fleet of ships. That's cool as shit. Can't wait to see that. And I think the rest are pretty much balance changes, which there were a lot in this update. So we probably won't dive into this tonight. We're about half an hour over our time. That's okay. Let's have a look at some beautiful screenshots. This is again the dungeon that came up at the start, Nox, with the puzzle. Doesn't look like much of a puzzle.
Cool.
This. Just duck and
I mean,
run.
I like the idea of that. Like I said, it'd be cool if they can shape it up, change things. But again, if they can, they can. If they can't, I understand. It'd be quite difficult to do if they could. So,
Looking good.
look, a big 200 sword. I want one.
Yeah, there's a legendary right there. Looking
Someone's
fantastic.
in that picture.
Imagine rolling around with that sword. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That, he's got absolutely wallop to that sword.
he's got smacked.
It's pretty cool though. I want a shiny.
Oh, come on, 4. That's it. So I know we didn't go over everything, guys. If you just joined, appreciate you being here. We try to keep these to around an hour. Every week we run over, but we try to keep it to an hour.
Yeah, whoops.
Nice butt.
Thank you. It's sweaty. So yeah, guys, if you just joined, my name's Dan. This is Tight. This is Nox. We're all playing together when the game drops. Yes, what an intro there. That being said, at the end of like every week when we chat, do you guys have any questions that we may be able to answer? Maybe we can just run up chat, see if there's anything you boys could pick up on that we may have missed. But yeah, if you are, if you don't mind supporting us, then below us now we've got our own Twitch team, which is great. Thanks, Spiv, if you're still here. Spiv, the legend, set us up our Twitch team. Have a look down there. All of us will be streaming New World together, which would be great. Will add-ons be enabled in the game like ESO and WoW? Maybe one of you boys play ESO and WoW. I do not.
What is it?
The ones I have, like in WoW, are just quality of life ones, really, to make it easier.
I'd say eventually, later down the line, they'll get add-ons for New Worlds.
Whether they let people, yeah, because obviously all the add-ons and such that are made by people away from the company, and obviously then they can make costs from it. But it's whether obviously Amazon let them.
Yeah. There is no add-ons, no reason for add-ons not released yet. Well, if that's it, boys have been spamming the hell out of chat. Thank you so much. Nox, Tight, thanks for joining. I am going to recommend we raid Zimster. He's part of our Pyro Gaming team. He plays Conqueror's Blade. I'm not sure what he's playing now. Let's have a little look. He's playing Conqueror's Blade. He's a solid guy, really, really nice. So yeah, let me prep up the raid. So yeah, every Wednesday night we get together. We do this. We chat New World. Please feel free to join our Discord. We are talking everything New World. There's a whole New World section. Obviously, we've got a members section up behind, but we have the open section there too. Thanks for joining, boys. Thanks for the spam.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining. When we get in there, Apex, don't go too savage. Let's let's let him read a little bit, please. Give it the old pirate gaming raid. We love you all. Thank you loads. Nox, Ty, love you boys. I'll catch up on Discord in a bit.
Yeah, man.
Ciao,
Take it
Let's
easy.
go! Woohoo! Let's go, Zim. Come on, baby. Big raid, baby. Big raid.
Hey, it's my boy. Danneh.
Hey!
Hey, man.
Woohoo!
How's your new World?
How's your
stream, bro? I hope
new
it was